thank you so much for being here. And I wanted to spend some time talking about the end of the year and what you can be doing to maximize your relationship and partnership with your MSP and how you can leverage them to set up a strong new year and really integrate your technology with the strategy of growing your business. Not necessarily technology business, right? Your actual business and whatever you do, legal, manufacturing, nonprofits, healthcare, whatever that thing that you're focusing on. It's so important for you to have a game plan for how you're utilizing your MSP for your strategy. I think one of the things that we really want to talk to is like end of the year's coming, right? It is end of August 2024. We're already starting to get ready. I know planning starts in September, budgeting starts in September, October, and then we're going into our annual planning for the year coming up. So some of the things that we really want to talk about are, what are some bullet points for you? Are there any upcoming regulations that might be changing what you need to do from your security or technology initiatives? For instance, maybe your insurance company might be changing some of its initiatives. So perhaps you need to start having those conversations with them now so you're not getting surprised about what's happening in 2025 and you're staying ahead of it. So it doesn't become this disruptor of these other large initiatives that you have going on in the new year. Other things that you can be talking about, your AI, right? Everyone's talking about AI, but I think what's really important is before we can fully be taking advantage of what AI can bring to the table, have we gone through this readiness prepared roadmap in order to actually safely utilize AI for our organizations? Some other things that we want to be talking about, we have actual functionality that we need to be thinking about. So Windows 11 is here, and Windows 10 end of life is quickly approaching. Have we put into place a systematic budget for upgrading our computers and or replacing them as we come into 2025? We don't want any surprises, and maybe we want to do an incremental replacement of those devices so that we can spread out the budget for us actually doing those upgrades. Some other things that we want to really be talking about is obviously cybersecurity. Cybersecurity should be a strategy. It should be part of our conversation. It is about risk mitigation, not about the technology. It's about the risk mitigation. And do we have the tools in place, and have we practiced what we need to do in the event that we have an incident and now we're working on everything to the right of it, right? How are we responding to it? How are we recovering from it? How are we minimizing the impact so that that as well does not become a distraction of those bigger strategies of growing our company? We like to say that culture eats strategy for lunch. Well, if we have a culture as well that isn't keeping a focus on our cybersecurity and our IT initiatives, that too will eat the strategy of our organization for lunch. So I have my call of action to all of my wonderful business owners and leaders in the SMB market around the country. What are you doing to ensure that your IT is woven into your strategy moving forward? You know, I would say that the thing that you really, really want to have is also an objective. And this is a question that you should ask your IT partners. What is my technology debt? What is my plan to chip away at that? And when I say technology debt, what I'm talking about and referring to is the things that I'm behind on. For instance, we still have a server on premise. Maybe we don't need a server on premise. We have a AWS infrastructure that was built that doesn't necessarily fit the capacity of the company now, and we have to re-engineer it. We have end-of-life servers. We have end-of-life computers. We're still on-premise file sharing, and we really want to move it into SharePoint, Microsoft 365's ecosystem. That's what I refer to as technology debt. Identify those and put them into your strategy. Because again, at the end of the day, your technology and your cybersecurity is an investment and it's a strategy for you to continue growing your company and staying competitive and also staying nimble and ready when there is a situation that may stop operations. And how do we get back up as quickly as possible? Using technology as a friend, not as a foe. So if you have any questions, please don't ever hesitate to reach out. It is one of my greatest passions of making sure that there's businesses around the country have everything that they need to continue making really, really awesome strategic decisions to grow their company. Thanks for tuning in.